Me two times. Elevate me to you. I said me two times. Elevate me to you. Me is our sister soldier. Don't forget that I told you. Me is a whiz at these computer games. She breaks down how to do all kinds of things. Me is the perfect tutor when you need help with your computer. Stop by and give her knowledge a try. She can hook you up with a one-on-one to get the job done.
If you're here live, pause with me for a moment. If you're watching the replay, you didn't miss anything. This still works exactly the same. This is not a session you rush through. This is not something you skim. This is not about doing more today. This is about choosing a direction before you try to move, before habits change, before consistency feels natural, before growth becomes visible. Identity has to shift first. Why this comes before everything else? Most creators start in the same place. They look for better strategies, better tools, better systems, better motivation. They believe that if they just find the right tactic, everything will fall into place. But tactics don't stick when they're not supported by identity. If you don't know who you're becoming, every tactic feels heavy. If every action feels heavy, you won't stay with it. If you don't stay with it, growth never compounds. That's why this comes first. Not because tactics don't matter, but because tactics collapse without a foundation. Yesterday was awareness. Today is direction. Yesterday, we focused on awareness. We didn't fix anything. We didn't criticize ourselves. We didn't promise to do better. We simply noticed what already exists. That step matters because most people skip it. They try to change behavior without understanding what they're repeating. They rebuild the same habits in different forms. They stay stuck. Not because they aren't trying, but because they aren't clear. Awareness showed you where you are. Today is about choosing where you're pointing. Why consistency feels so hard and why it's not a personal failure. Let's slow this down. Most people think consistency fails because they lack discipline, willpower, motivation. That explanation sounds logical, but it's incomplete. The deeper reason consistency fails is identity conflict. When your actions don't match what you believe about yourself, your brain pushes back. For example, you try to post consistently, but you still believe I never stick with things. You try to build routines, but you still believe I always fall off. You try to show up confidently, but you still believe I'm not really that kind of person. That mismatch creates resistance, and resistance feels like procrastination, avoidance, overthinking, starting strong and fading out. This isn't laziness. This isn't self-sabotage. This is your brain trying to protect what feels familiar. Familiar does not mean healthy. It means known. Your brain prioritizes familiarity over improvement. It would rather keep you in a pattern you recognize than move you towards something uncertain, even if that uncertainty is better. That's why you can want change and still struggle to maintain it. Identity change removes that friction. When behavior aligns with identity, consistency feels lighter. This is not affirmations or positive thinking. Let's clear this up clearly. What we're doing today is not affirmations. It's not pretending. It's not hype. It's not lying to yourself. You are not claiming something is already true. You are choosing a direction you're willing to practice. That distinction matters. Affirmations say, I am this now. Identity practice says, this is who I'm becoming. And I'm willing to act in alignment with that. That's grounded, that's honest, that's sustainable. Write this sentence down, why writing matters. Now I want you to write this sentence down, not type it, not just think it, write it. Open quote, I am the kind of person who, close quote. Writing matters because it slows your thinking. It forces clarity. It turns something vague into something tangible. This sentence is not about your past. It's not about what you failed at before. It's not about proving anything. It's about who you are practicing becoming. Take your time here. If you're stuck, use one of these and why they work. You don't need to invent anything new. You can borrow one of these exactly as written. I am the kind of person who shows up even when progress is quiet. This matters because most people quit when there's no feedback. I am the kind of person who builds systems, not stress. This matters because stress-based motivation burns people out. I am the kind of creator who compounds consistency. This matters because small actions repeated over time beat bursts of effort. I am the kind of person who keeps going, imperfectly. This matters because perfection stops more creators than failure ever does. Notice what these statements do not focus on. They don't mention views. They don't mention money. They don't mention success. They focus on behavior you can practice, even on difficult days. Choose one identity. Why less creates more change. Now circle one sentence. Not two. Not a backup. Not this one and that one. Just one. Why? Because identity works through repetition. When you choose too many identities, your brain treats them like moods, temporary and optional. When you choose one identity, your brain treats it like a rule, something to align with. You are not locking this in forever. You are choosing what you're practicing right now. Habits are votes, not tests. Go deeper here. From this point forward, every habit is a vote, not a test, not proof, not pass or fail, a vote. This matters because most people quit when they think they failed. But failure only exists if you treat habits like tests. Votes accumulate. Showing up for 5 minutes equals a vote. Opening the doc but not finishing, still a vote. Missing a day and coming back, a strong vote. You don't need perfect behavior. You need more votes than the old identity. That's how change happens. Quietly, gradually, without force. Stop waiting to feel ready. This is a trap. One of the most common traps creators fall into is waiting to feel confident, motivated, ready. Those feelings come after repetition, not before it. Confidence is not the starting line. Confidence is the byproduct. Action teaches identity. Identity does not wait for confidence. If this feels awkward, quiet, or uncertain, that's normal. That's what growth looks like before it becomes visible. What you did today actually matters. Today, you didn't change your schedule. You didn't promise consistency. You didn't overhaul your workflow. You chose a direction. Direction determines what your habits grow into. That choice may feel small, but it's foundational. Tomorrow, we'll support this identity with one tiny habit. Not a big one, not an impressive one, just one small enough to lower resistance and keep you moving. Final reflection, sit with this. You can share your sentence in the chat or comments. You can keep it private, both count. Consistency is not built through pressure. It's built through alignment, slowly, honestly, on purpose. Before you go, pause for a moment. If all you did today was choose one sentence, that was enough. You don't need to fix anything tonight. You don't need to prove consistency. You don't need to feel confident yet. Just keep your identity somewhere you can see it. A notebook, a sticky note, your phone lock screen. Not as motivation, as a reminder of direction. Tomorrow, we'll take this identity and support it with one tiny habit. Nothing impressive, nothing overwhelming, just something small enough to make showing up easier. If this session helped you, here's the only thing I'll ask. Subscribe if you want to continue this series together. Like the video so others can find it. And if you're comfortable, share your sentence in the comments. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to justify it. Just name it. This is Creator Snapshot. Progress without pressure. Consistency without burnout. I'll see you in day 3.
Me2 time. Elevate me to you. I said me2 time. Elevate me to you. Me is our sister soldier. Don't forget that I told you. Me is a whiz at these computer games. She breaks down how to do all kinds of things. Me is the perfect tutor when you need help with your computer. Stop by and give her knowledge a try. She can hook you up with a one-on-one to get the job done.